Hi. So, I'm at my parents' place, and this is probably the most unflattering camera angle in the entire universe, but we're here. We're gonna do our things, and I've got dice and I've got tarot cards, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's get started, shall we? Oh, look at that. It's just so fast. Aquarius. So yeah, we're gonna get started. It did storm for a little bit here. Botticelli Tarot, by the way. There will be no, regrettably, there will be no magnetic poetry. Please check your rising sun and moon, rising moon and Venus sign for additional messages. Everything you need to know is in the description box of the video. I am totally sitting hunched over in my seat to try and make sure that I can do this for you. In my parents' backyard. Yeah. No equipment whatsoever. I only have my phone propped up on the boxes for the decks. What else? Oh yeah, I don't sell tarot card readings anywhere on the internet. No. So if you're getting that, that's a scam. And also, just so you know, I do also channel messages. So if you see me point this way or this way, on the right, I hear things from people that I know that have passed on, and on the left, I hear things from my spirit guides when I hear ringing and need to, because I'm clairsentient, clairaudient, and claircognizant, and I do believe in that stuff. And if you're here watching a tarot card reading, what are you doing here if you don't believe in that stuff? You know. Anyway, Aquarius, we're going to do past, present, future, and you've already given me, well, we have a rule of 3. But I'm going to take them. I'm compelled to take them because there are 4. So that's what we're going to do. So we have, first of all, the Ace of Pentacles. So in the past, there was an offer that fell through, a contract that fell through. Followed by the 9 of Pentacles, a feeling of self-sufficiency and the seeking independence. I'm hearing seeking independence over here. So after something fell through, a contract fell through, you were seeking your own independence of a material or stable nature. You wanted to create your own stability, and that was super important to you, so you attempted to do so after feeling like something fell through that was supposed to be a major contract for you. This is independence. This is our ability to stand our own and, you know. Next we have judgment, a decision, a major decision. The trumpeter's call, I always hear when I see that. You see the 2 trumpets there. Something being called to a close, or, you know, finally choosing to either, you know, go left or go right. When you got to that crossroads, that was something that you chose consciously in the past, followed by our 7 of Wands in the reverse, dropping the guard. There was something humbling that might have happened that caused you, as a result of the choices that you made, to drop your guard, to let your guard down, to be defenseless. I'm kind of feeling like it's that feeling of feeling defenseless, or dropping your defenses in some way, shape, or form. Okay? What else do we have here? In the past, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You chose the choice that allowed you to feel like you weren't having to keep your walls up. Some would say it would be taking the high road. I don't necessarily consider that the case. I just kind of feel like what we're seeing is we're seeing somebody who's taking whichever path affords them least resistance. Yeah, there we go. The path of least resistance. You take the path of least resistance when it came to your decisions in the past, seeking that independence after being let down when it came to a contract of some sort. Too many. What else? It's really warm out here. Too many. You have a lot of thoughts. You carry a lot of thoughts. Okay. I had a feeling of being left out in the cold in the recent past. Okay. You chose the path of the least resistance and you ended up feeling left out in the cold, or somebody else felt left out in the cold as a result of that choice. This is the you know, privilege of doing this, is that I get to do this for you. You chose the path of the least resistance, and either you or somebody else ended up feeling left out in the cold as a result. In the past, you had an opportunity to seek your independence after something fell through, and then that's what happened. Like crying over spilled milk, focusing on the things that were lost rather than the things that were that stood remaining. Sorry, I'm not really caring what I look like right now because my camera is just not in an awesome place. It's just the way it is. We're still going to move forward, right? Okay. King of Wands in the reverse. This was in Capricorn's line too. This is your last card in this line. It's not only the King of Wands and the upright Leo, Aries, primarily Aries, masculine energy, is about leadership. It's about standing fast to your decisions, firmly making decisions from a place of confidence, even though they may be sometimes made out of passionate emotion. Very action oriented. There's a feeling of stagnancy to this because of old loss, grief, delay, abandonment. The feeling of that leading to stagnancy, stalemate, inaction, a lack of passion to move forward in a steady direction, to take the lead or control the situation. A lackadaisical energy, something that just doesn't, it lacks the passion of forward movement. Somebody who doesn't feel like the king here. Yeah. It actually bounced. Okay, what else? What about in the present? In the present for you, Aquarius. Grief, abandonment, and loss that somebody's focusing more on than what they still have remaining with that 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is a hardcore card, okay? It's not, it is no picnic to experience a 5 of Cups. It's not. It's the need to exercise gratitude for what still remains. I don't think in the past you'd recognize what still remained. The 4 of Swords wanted to jump out. You're experiencing healing right now. Hermit. Right now you're keeping to yourself about your emotions, things that have come to light for you, personal inner truths. You're not willing to admit things openly. You've taken a page out of a book. The book is usually knowledge, and knowledge is illumination, and the Hermit has to go into the cave of self-discovery at some point. He usually is classically carrying a lantern, and the lantern is illumination, which is therefore knowledge about the self and inner truth. You see he's taken a page out of the book and he wishes to bury it. It's something that he wants to keep hidden because it's his personal inner truth. It's something that is deep within ourselves and is very personal and private. It's linked to somebody's sense of independence, and when I feel like right now somebody is taking time to themselves to attempt to heal after having a personal offer or a material offer or a contract fall through. And the defiance, that raging, you know, like, I hate to go all waxing poetic, but it's like the raging against the dying of the light. The Nine of Pentacles, it's like we go from the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, which is like a -1 or a 0 of Pentacles, all the way to a 9 of Pentacles in the past. Somebody is just so steadfast to the idea of, I know that I have an ultimate goal and I know I can reach it. I don't know how I'm going to reach it, but I'm going to reach it. You know, I want to be independent. I want to take care of myself. I want to know that I'm stable. And it doesn't matter how many times I hear no or something falls through, I'm going to continue to lay the path towards my legacy. And now it's a personal truth that's triggering them. They either are starting to realize their triggers, or, and I hate that word, it's such a, you know, drugstore psychology type thing that we hear a lot in social media these days, but the Hermit, coming into awareness about personal truths, or retreating at this time in order to learn deep personal truths that have to do with your independence, and when things fall through that were initially promising offers. What else? This is in your present too. I hate those too many. I saw betrayal, lies, deception, self-deception with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, because that's your card. I always associate it with Libra, but I associate almost everything in the swords with Libra. So because it's just a long-standing thing, I can't help it. What else? Sorry, those things that appear closer to the camera appear larger, so it's just, I'm sorry, I hate this camera angle, it's so bad. Aquarius. And the Knave of Pentacles, okay. Peace offering, timepiece, a gift of some sort. I'm hearing Pearl of Wisdom. While you're seeking solitude in order to figure out what your path to your legacy is during the present, or seeking your inner truth, I feel that somebody comes along during the present here and offers you a pearl of wisdom, or you happen upon a pearl of wisdom. It's going to right the course from past judgments made in haste. It's up to you, though, with this Judgment card. It's up to you to make the right choice. Because you're at the 9 in the past. You go from the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and something triggers you to really go for your 9 of Pentacles, which puts you on a path towards the 10, which is ultimate legacy. But then the Judgment comes along, and then you end up in 5 of Cups, and this is you. You made a bad judgment call, and you were open-hearted in it, but it ended up with you feeling guilt, loss, betrayal. You're just in a place where you're destitute, you just feel alone. And you're trying to, like, look at the 2 cups you have that aren't spilt over. And now seeking that inner truth, that there's a pearl of wisdom that comes out that could set you on the right track to success towards your legacy. But it's up to you that Judgment card up there. It's up to you to exercise utilizing that pearl of wisdom to benefit you towards your journey, towards the progress of your journey. You have 2 more. Oh, and there you go. 3 more. Jesus. Okay. Well now. This is what we call the active ritual of... This is a career reading for you, I feel like, maybe. I don't know. You're manifesting something as a result of that pearl of wisdom in the present. And taking passionate action forward. It's going to result in transformation for you. I'm not seeing this as an ending. It's not an ending, it's rather a transformation of something for you. The reason I say so is because it's right beneath that 5 of Cups energy where you're feeling a sense of deep loss and regret. You're taking your power back by transforming something. You can transform things or you can end them. With the Death card, it is Scorpionic energy. You can either transform things or you can end them. However, a transformation is a death of sorts. The power to choose to do so. It's very passionate action, though, with that Knight of Wands. And it's something that you have been... Why is it that I keep on saying this for your reading? Drugstore psychology word. Manifestation with that Magician card. See, the reason people use that word is because what it really is it's distilling down the idea of mastering the elements in order to master oneself. Once you master all of the elements around you, then you can practice self-mastery. And once you can practice self-mastery, you realize that every journey that you embark upon is indeed possible. You just need to be methodical and strategic and have the determination and ambition in order to make those things actually materialize in your real world. But it does require action. Gemini, Virgo on that card. Knight of Wands energy. Sagittarian energy. But it's passionate action forward. You've decided to start putting your goals into action for yourself instead of waiting for something to come along. I think the Pearl of Wisdom might have to do with that. Somebody gave you advice that if you want things to happen for you, you have to go after them. You actually have to make them happen. So you're transforming something. You might also be ending something. You might be doing both. You might be ending one thing and transforming something else, or you could be transforming something in order to end a negative cycle that you've been experiencing just continuous loss with, because it leaves you feeling powerless. And this is how you regain your power. What else? Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, there we go. I didn't even get to show you that it was a flipper. Strength card. Having the courage of your convictions, having courage to break out and do something different, having the courage to admit when you admit defeat is one thing that I'm hearing here, but I'm also hearing having the courage to not always be in control of the outcome of a situation. Strength card is also about taming the inner beast, which can be a number of things. The inner beast can be fear, the inner beast could be anger, the inner beast could be a great deal of things, right? But it's making sure you have your biggest, I'm not going to say vices because that's a devil energy. But having the inner beast under control, I think I had already said that, and I don't want to be redundant, but it's about your rage and how you contain your rage. How you subdue that, but then also during the present, you're transforming something that has to do with courage, containing fear, overcoming fear of a loss of control. Transforming yourself in the future for you, Aquarius. It's hard for you to relinquish control. Seems when you let your guard down, that when you choose to let your guard down, you end up with that 5 of Cups energy. Lost 3 cups, still have 2. Just like 1 step forward, 3 steps back, 2 steps forward. You don't really end up progressing. That's too many. It's like 5 cards. What else? Sorry, it's just easier to lean in. It's easier to lean in. I really don't like this overhead shit. I would prefer something better. I would. Saw the devil in the reverse there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Freeing yourself from mental prison in the future, Aquarius. As a result of realization of the inner truth that you're trying to shed light on here in the present, that Pearl of Wisdom is actually quite freeing to you. There's something liberating about the personal truth that you have realized in conjunction with a Pearl of Wisdom that somebody is offering you at this time. It's actually helping to grant you permission to move forward on your path towards what you actually want. You know what I mean? It's making things a little bit easier for you. It's helping you to not feel so trapped in your own little world. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sorry. It's just the way it goes out here. It's like 32 degrees. I'm compelled to do this. And one popped out. That's great. You got it. Capricorn energy. The devil. Okay. I saw this Pearl of Wisdom could be coming from a Capricorn, but you could also be manifesting Capricorn, or a Capricorn energy. It doesn't actually have to be a Capricorn, but it is about the realization of the value of time, karma, building things upon the earth, a respect for things that we build upon the earth with our hands, as well as all material and earthbound pleasures and vices. How do we moderate those things so that we are not living in excess of them? Depicted often on the devil card is the god Pan, which we kind of have here. There's an inner truth that's linked. Sometimes you might think that you can escape from your mental prison through this devil. It's either a personal devil, something that you turn to for escapism, that somebody's offered you a Pearl of Wisdom on, or something that you, in your inner truth, you know. Alternatively, there's an individual who does this for you. I want to say that you manifested them, but I don't want to speak on that because I don't know what your next card's going to be. There's a pearl of wisdom, either about this individual or to this individual or from this individual. Eight of Pentacles. Work. Oh, look, another Capricorn card. Hi, workaholic Capricorn here. If we look at the Devil in the upright and then we look at the Eight of Pentacles right beside it, there is a little bit of workaholicism energy here in the future. Manifesting work, manifesting apprenticeship energy, honing one's craft, working towards stability and mastery over over our vices. I almost said devices. Mastery over devices. Does somebody have an addiction to their device? Or working at mastery over those? Because what I was really, if we look at these three together, work over something that's a mental prison for you, that is also a vice, having deep, profound inner respect for that, manifesting it, the pearl of wisdom, the inner truth. I feel like this also, though, has to do with prosperity and determination and ambition towards a goal. That has to do with pentacles, laying the pentacles out so that they can be laid for the path towards independence and then towards, therefore, legacy. Sorry, it's really hot out here, and I'm getting sleepy because it's hot out here. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Are going to be a little bit of spending. You're letting go of something that you've held tightly to yourself. Could be a secret. Normally I don't see that with the Four of Pentacles, and it's actually something that you are passionate about acting on. You wish to transform something, and the reason I keep being insistent about transformation in contrast to endings is because we have Magician, Knight of Wands, Death. It's almost like manifest, action, Jackson, transform it. And that's what magicians do, don't they? Abracadabra, poof, transformed, right? Beneath that, after the hard work comes the spend, the hard-earned cashola, right? There's a caution here not to spend. Don't go too crazy with your investments. But also there's a release of some sort, of something that's been held tight. That's what I'm kind of getting there. And that's a part of that forward, passionate action, actually. It's almost like the release of energy, you know, we ground, we center, and then it's like the the whirling dervishes. If you think about the whirling dervishes in their parts of the world, they have these whirling dervishes. What they do is they raise energy to release it out when they're doing, you know, some of the rituals, and even just, you know, just to raise energy during other rituals and other pagan traditions. In actual pagan traditions, you'll actually see people to raise energy. They'll dance, they'll drum, they'll do lots of different things, and it raises the energy up to throw out into the universe. I'm kind of seeing the Four of Pentacles as that right now. It's kind of like somebody chucking the coin into the fountain, or that moment when the energy is released, when the magic of manifestation is released by the magician. And that Knight of Wands is that burst of forward passionate action so that something can be transformed, as if abracadabra, poof. I think that's what I'm going to title your reading, abracadabra. Maybe. We'll see. Nobody's going to understand what it means. What else? Aquarius. Ten of Wands in the reverse, dropping burdens. So actually transforming this thing and having the courage, taking the action, releasing something that you've held close to your chest is actually an unburdening for you. It's something that's going to help get something off of you. Oh, you're taking in the future here. Well, yeah, you are. Sorry. You are getting something off your chest, are we? In the future? Got something you want to get off your chest. It's going to lighten your burden. And you hope that it's going to transform something for you. It's going to take courage on your part, or on somebody else's part. I think on your part, though. Yeah, this has been all you. This is all you. You're doing great focusing on yourself. Trying to get yourself advanced somewhere for you. I don't see a lot of energy dedicated to anyone except for yourself here. Whereas, finally, in the future. That one I wanted to stick. Oh, that's too many. So we don't take too many, just so you know. We don't. Sorry, I've gotten a lot of sun, and I've been wearing sunglasses all day, so this is just what you get. In a gazebo with no lighting. That's too many. Come on. You know, there's always one card that keeps on sticking out in my hand, and it's never the same card, but there's always one card. I found that interesting. So the sun in reverse, there's a period of time after the dropping of umbrans and getting something off of your chest, transforming something with courage. This is also Leo, but it's Leo in reverse. It's a period of, I'm seeing this as darkness, but I'm not seeing it as if the sun has gone down and it's never coming up again. What I'm seeing this as is a period of wait. You know, waiting in the dark for the light to come up again. A dreamlike state of night. That's what I'm seeing it like. It's like you're not quite sure what's going on, or after getting something off of your chest, you're lying in wait. You know, people often will lie in wait in the night. They don't do it during the day, right? So, you're having the courage in the night. The courage in the night. In the night. It's a song, In the Night. This is the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. And I am so not a Disney person. It's kind of gross because I don't like Disney at all. The Lion King. The Lion King. And the night. What's that song from The Lion King? It's got to do with night. Anyway, I don't know. Overall energy, that's really shitty overall energy. I'm sorry to hear that for you, Aquarius. I think the reason that you're going through such profound action and change and realization at this time is because of this, the Three of Swords. You're navigating heartbreak or pain or suffering in some sense. You know, even if it's just the thorn under the paw, there's something there that's aching in you and you're trying to put your finger on it. And if you knew exactly what it was, then it would be so relieving to you, but you don't know what it is, maybe. And I don't know that it's physical. There's nothing in here that says it is. Now I can't even remember what I was going to tell you you're reading. Because I'm trying to go through and just review. Anyway, well, I hope this was helpful. If it wasn't, I don't really know. I didn't really offer any advice so much, but remember that after the Three of Swords comes the Four, which is deep introspection, healing, meditation, time to yourself. Interesting. The High Priestess and the Hierophant. That's kind of, it's kind of creepy. They're actually kind of counterparts if you think about it. But it's about deep intuition, and then also philosophy of a higher order, highly structured religion and spirituality, two spiritual parts. I think there's a time for spirituality at play here that is in desperate need of attention. And we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant together. This is a time to turn to your creator. I think that you're starting to think that way, or you have been attempting to exercise some sense of spirituality of some regard in order to get answers on something here. You don't know which direction to turn in sometimes, and then you start charging towards one direction and you feel like you have to transform it, and it's just, there's a bunch of stuff here. Anyway, I'm going now. Thanks for your time. I'll be back, not from this camera angle, soon enough. So, be well. Thanks. Bye. And this is my makeshift reading room while I'm here. Alright. Pretty spiffy, hey? Yeah, see ya.